Hello, welcome back. My name is Eleni. I'm studying to become a women's health nurse practitioner. I love everything women's health, and if you have been following around, then you know that I have been creating this series to empower you to feel empowered with your period. Basically, period reclamation, right? You're reclaiming your period. And whatever thoughts, whatever ideas that you had about it before, now you're finally reclaiming that power because it is powerful and you're able to make life through this amazing process that happens in your body every month. So I'm here to support you, and I'm so excited that you have chosen to watch this video. So I hope that you stay along and watch this entire video, because in this video we are going to be talking all about your luteal phase, which is actually the phase that I'm in currently, and I can really relate with you if you are in your luteal phase as well. We are going to be talking about the luteal phase, right? And this is going to be in the second half of your phase, so tending towards, the 15 through 28 days if you have a 28-day cycle. So this luteal phase is responsible for pregnancy, right? This is the time where the egg is already released from your ovary and it stays in the fallopian tube for 24 hours. And whether or not it gets fertilized by sperm, an egg will form into an embryo, or it can disintegrate. So what is left of the egg is the corpus luteum. And this corpus luteum is so important because it secretes your progesterone, and it gets used up throughout your entire cycle, and it is going to be the primary hormone. So this progesterone actually prepares your endometrium for potential pregnancy. So it's just going to maintain that already built endometrium. And for the corpus luteum, as I said before, the progesterone is going to get released, and it's going to peak in within 5 to 7 days after ovulation. So if our progesterone levels are optimized, and this is really important because we want our progesterone to be optimized, to optimize our sleep, to optimize our calmness, right? Because if we don't have progesterone, we're not going to feel calm, hence the PMS, premenstrual syndrome, and we are going to have unstable blood sugar levels. We might have acne, bloating, all of this, which is why it is so important to really prepare yourself in the first half of your cycle with all the cruciferous veggies, the anti-inflammatory foods. This is all going to help with your progesterone. And if we have a short cycle, it's going to indicate low progesterone. So if it's less than 21 days, then we know that the progesterone is not prolonging, hence why we are bleeding. So also, just a side note, medical disclaimer, I have to do this all the time, but this is for educational purposes only. I am not your doctor, so if you need help, please go see your doctor. So if you're not pregnant, the corpus luteum is then going to stop secreting the estrogen and progesterone. And that is going to lead us to our period, right? Because the period is when our estrogen and progesterone are at their lowest. During our luteal phase, we are actually going to have higher metabolism, which is great because then we can skip those hard workouts and relax and really honor our bodies during this time. And you want to avoid big projects, okay? Because during this time, it's going to be more difficult to stay on focus, and understand you may be more hormonal, okay? So that is why it is so important to track and to understand, okay, I'm feeling a little bit more emotional, it's fine. I'm just going to take it easy, focus on going inward and instead of projecting. So yeah, we want to focus on lower intensity workouts because, as I said before, the estrogen is going to be lower in this phase, and testosterone is also going to be super low as well. So the luteal phase is really closely connected to autumn, the fall season, where we tend to gather all our resources to get ready for the big winter season, right? The bleed. Days are going to become shorter. We're going to want to, stay inside more. For me, I love reaching out to a really close friend and spending time with my loved ones and, not going to massive parties. And not that I love partying anyway, but if I did have the chance or the choice to, I would rather stay home and cuddle up and just really take this time to reevaluate this month, what has worked, what hasn't. Not to mention, even though it is autumn, we are going to feel hotter in the inside because of that progesterone. It's going to peak our heat. And that progesterone is also going to make us a little bit more constipated. So if you're like me and you feel more constipated during this time, I recommend having magnesium. That is going to be so helpful to release your bowels and release that excess estrogen and progesterone in your body. Yeah, if you do track your basal body temperature, you are going to see an increase throughout that cycle. Completely normal because progesterone is thermogenic and it creates heat. So during this time, it's really important to eat those hotter foods, even though we are already hot, but it just soothes our uterus and also gets us ready to shed. So making sure that you have comforting foods. I love having soups during this, a lot of squash, a lot of sweet potato. During this time, you can even seed cycle and have your sesame seeds, your sunflower seeds. It's gonna be great for your hormones, for your liver detoxification, for the zinc that's in there. So yeah, I recommend those seeds. So I love making the sweet potato tahini brownies. They are bomb. They're so yummy. I will definitely make a video of me making those and show you how easy and how yummy they are. I wish I could give you some so that you could try. But yeah, they are amazing. So I wanted to share a little bit about my own experience with my periods because I feel like we can really learn from one another and from our experiences, right? So before, when I used to not track my periods, I would work out all the time. I'd go to Barry's, I would go to HIIT classes 6-7 days a week, hot yoga all the time. Hence why I lost my period for a year. I definitely felt more bloating, acne, all the signs of estrogen excess, right? And I had no idea. I was just going about my life thinking more is better. But now that I've overcome that phase in my life, and now that I know that less is actually better for my body, better for my mood, I feel so much more in sync with my body because we are cyclical creatures. We are not made to just go all the time. Yes, men, their testosterone peaks in the morning and descends throughout the night, and it just is like that every single day. So yes, we live in a patriarchal society where our schedules are made like men, but if you know yourself and you know that your body is not made for that, then you can make little steps to really ensure that you are honoring what your body needs and not losing your period like I did. So with that being said, I wanted to say that if you are in that phase of, more is better, then I wanted to tell you that excess cortisol that you are producing going to those HIIT classes is actually going to store as fat. So in this scenario, more is not better. You are also going to waste that muscle that you have built during that follicular phase if you're constantly going. We deserve a break. We deserve to have our bodies recover, and with recovery comes rejuvenation and stronger muscles, stronger bones. There's a medical term called female athlete triad, right? And this is when we have inadequate nutrition to sustain us for the amount of training that we are doing, hence why we are going to have irregular and missed periods. And then we're going to have a decrease in low bone density, which is not good because it's going to lead to more injury. So if you were like me and thought that more is better, then I would really be curious to hear what you have to say. Leave a comment and tell me about your experience. My goal here is just to empower you and to make you feel like you know what is happening in your body so that you can make these decisions to become an optimized human being and to feel empowered with your periods. I just wanted to say thank you so much for being here, and I hope that you can like this video if it had helped you in any way, and if you can share with any women in your life, anyone who bleeds, who you feel like can feel empowered through this video. And if you can subscribe and support, that would be amazing. And yeah, I can't wait to see you in the next video.